Hello, my name is Barry, and I'm here to talk about something important because I felt like it was warranted, and that is Big Time Rush. It has been 10 years of my life, probably more, since the premiere of Big Time Rush, and I'm still talking about it. There's been murmurs, there's been whispers of a Big Time Rush reunion, and I'm here to discuss about it. Now, if you don't know who Big Time Rush is, well, you've been missing out, and let me tell you why. If you're looking for some surface level bops, Big Time Rush were your go-to, all right? And as you know, in 2013, they called it quits. Maybe it was bad ratings, heard those were dropping. Maybe they wanted to do their own things, heard that was on the table too. But it's been 7 years. That was in 2013, it's 2020. We're here to talk about the breakup still and what we can do to end the break, to fix it. So what's everyone doing? What's happening? What's going on right now? Well, Carlos, I believe he's got a second child now, so I guess he's busy or something. James, he's making a lot of solo music, as far as I understand. He's been in a lot of different independent movies. Cool stuff. Kendall, back with Dustin, doing Heffron Drive stuff. I've listened to. I enjoy it. Logan is making music too, and I will say this: I enjoy it a lot. It's really good, but there's been a lot of murmurs, partially because these boys, four of them, have been harassed constantly about the question of the reunion, the comeback of Big Time Rush, and I want to discuss it. So, Big Time Rush, I love them. I always will. I still listen to the music, all right? Favorite song? I like Time of Our Life. That's on Elevate. We know where they are, right? That's what's happened. So, what happened when Big Time Rush ended, right? Well, before it ended, right before the Big Time Summer Tour, which I attended, right, there was a leak of a song called Featuring You, which I still listen to. I've got a mixtape in my car, and I jam out to Featuring You, all right? I love myself some surface level bops. Oh, have I had my TV been... I was watching Good Luck Charlie on Disney+. Featuring You leaks. Logan tweeted how he was upset. They were like, don't steal things from people. Everyone was angry. Then, the day they announced that Big Time Rush, we're done for now. They didn't say we're done. They said we're on a hiatus, which means we're taking a break. And it's been a long time. All of a sudden, I remember I was on Twitter. I was listening to all of it. There was like 20 songs that were not released, just got leaked that day. I don't know why. I don't know how. None of them, I don't think, ever spoke about it. But it was, I don't know, like, there was a song called First Time, Tonight is a Fairy Tale, It Is What It Is, Next Step, Don't Stop, Red Light, Green Light. There was a lot of them. There were the surface level bops that I want, Let's talk about the reunion. What's everybody's stance on it? James has openly discussed it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a couple of examples, right? It's going to be on YouTube. I'm just going to show some clips and stuff where they talk about, getting back into it. But all of them, I think except for Logan, other than what I'm about to show, has discussed coming back together on social media, saying they're open to the idea, stuff like that. James says, he's open to it. One day in the future, could happen, hasn't been any plan.
Or potentially doing a song with one or all of the guys.
You never know. I think I'm always going to be open-minded to it. The guys are like family to me. We spent so many years together. We're still in touch. Obviously, in the near future, I am working on my music and working on my own projects, and that's going to be my focus probably for the rest of my life. But if there's an opportunity for us to play something together, who knows? Open-minded to it. But
I believe since then, he's been tweeting about reunions and stuff. I remember the day of the 9-year reunion, he was like, let's do something for the 10-year reunion. So I think James kind of sparked it up at that time. So I think he was excited. Kendall, I know, constantly I'm going to pull up his Twitter feed. Everything that Kendall tweets, let's go through it, is Big Time Rush. So we got, Big Time Rush, Big Time Rush, Heffron Drive, good on him. Big Time Rush, right. There's a lot of Big Time Rush. That's all he talks about. So I have no doubt that he wants to be a part of it. And I saw, he talks about in all the interviews, he's like, yeah, I'd love to get Big Time Rush back together. That's the thing I want. He doesn't talk like that.
And then I know you recently posted on Instagram about a Big Time Rush reunion. Anything in the works? Would you want that to happen?
Well, I don't have anything specific, but all I know is like Carlos said something, I'm down. So just got to get the other guys.
Carlos also is tweeting about it. There's one tweet that really stood out to me. There was this TikTok. It's this person, they're doing math, talking about the Jonas Brothers, saying that Big Time Rush make a Jonas Brothers-esque return.
Okay, guys, I have something crazy to show you. So the Jonas Brothers just made a comeback after they broke up in the year 2013. 2013 was 6 years ago. Now there's 3 Jonas Brothers, except actually there's 4 Jonas Brothers because they have a little brother named Frankie. So 6 minus 4, that gives us 2. Remember that 2. Now they started planning this comeback in the year 2018. 2018. So now we have 2018. We just got to translate that into letters. Second letter of the alphabet, that's B. 20th letter of the alphabet, that's T. 18th letter of the alphabet, that's R. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I know what's happening here. Big Time Rush is coming!
Big Time Rush should. And Carlos is like, never thought of it that way. Interesting. Well, I guess if the math is right, little tease there. And then Kendall was like, oh yeah, you too. I think James tweeted about it also. Everyone's tweeting about it. There is one person that has constantly remained absolutely silent on the whole matter, and that is Logan freaking Henderson. And he is the reason, trust me, I am dead set certain there will not be a Big Time Rush reunion. And I'm going to pull up a specific video to show you why. We're going to watch this. We're going to watch it together. Okay? Here we go.
Yeah.
And we saw Kendall a couple weeks ago. You know, it was the 9-year. Yes, we did. The 9-year anniversary of Big Time Rush was a few weeks ago. Carlos said that he wanted to get you guys together for a 10-year reunion tour.
He's gonna have to leave the beach if he wants to do that. He's sitting in Hawaii. So if he wants to do that.
Pause. All right. 1 minute, 33 seconds in. Logan says, we want to get, the interviewer goes, Carlos wants you guys to come back to a reunion tour. Boom. Immediate pivot. And Logan goes, Carlos is going to have to leave the beach if he wants that. You know, he changed the subject. Now he's talking about how Carlos lives on the beach, all right? Simple joke. Probably he thought it was going to kill the subject, right? Easy peasy.
So whenever he's back in town, maybe.
So you would be down for it?
I'd be down to get together and see those guys anytime.
Boom. Another pivot. She goes, you'd be down for it, referring to the tour. She said tour last time. And he goes, I'd be down to see those guys. Guys, I'm telling you, it is clear. He wants no part in this, and that's why he never talks about it.
Like brothers. Yeah, absolutely.
So now we just need James in?
She says we need James in. Since then, James has been like, I'm in. I think James partially prompted it. So this interview needs to get up to date on her Big Time Rush trivia, all right? She needs to catch up with what's going on in the Big Time Rush world.
Like a little visit from our busy schedules, have everybody come together, get some good dinner, and yeah, that'd be fun.
I know I would be excited for it, and I think everybody else will be too.
That's all we need then. That's all.
That's it. That's the video. He goes, yeah, we could all take a break from our busy schedules and get some dinner. And she's, of course, a little confused because she was like, how about this tour? And he's like, yeah, we'll get some dinner. I'll see them sometime. So she still thinks that he's talking about the tour. So he goes, yes, right? He says yes to dinner, not to the tour. And she interprets that as yes to the tour. And this is where it gets weird. Then she's like, yeah, I'd be so excited for that. Girl, you're not invited to the dinner. So don't get too pumped. So now what I don't understand is how no one else is seeing how this isn't like a complete rejection. I'm reading the comment. It is he got asked about the tour directly and says, I'll get dinner with them. He didn't say no, but it was a pretty flat out rejection. So I'm just going through the comments. You know, Logan, what are you doing, man? Do some Big Time Rush. That's what we want. I'm going through the comments. No one else is catching that. It's a rejection. This girl says, so Kendall's down, Logan's down, Carlos is down. You know, if Big Time Rush wasn't a Nickelodeon product, it'd be whatever. Shouldn't. All right. Wow, I always thought Logan never wanted a reunion. That's right, he doesn't. That's what he said. Everyone's interpreting this as a yes, he wants to do it. Why is no one catching on? Whatever. Oh my God, he said yes. OMFG, I can't believe it. Guys, figure out that this is false. This is not. He said no. But whatever. Since then, that was in January 2019. So, what's happened since then? Well, a part of Kendall's extensive Big Time Rush Twitter feed is this. So there was this tweet. He says this with Logan. Logan goes, "Hey, did I leave my AirPods at your house?" Kendall goes, "This happened just pretty recently." They're texting, right? I guess they were at each other's house. He goes, "Did I leave your AirPods at your house?" Kendall goes, "Yep, you did." Logan goes, "Woohoo!" And Kendall goes, "All the windows down." Reference to that song, "Windows Down." Woohoo! All the windows down. Yeah, wah! And then Logan says, "Son of a bitch," right? Now that's not huge. It's not saying a ton. But here's what I interpret from that. What I interpret is that he's checked out of it and he doesn't want to return anymore. Kind of like how the people, like, everyone was begging for like a Ghostbusters comeback for a long time, right? And the original people were like, "No, we've checked out of it. We don't want to do it anymore." So now it seems 3 of them are saying they'll do it, right? I know James is talking about like, "Yeah, I'll do it." Carlos and Kendall seem really into it because, I don't know, that was quite the peak. Everyone knows who Big Time Rush is, and now no one even knows that they're doing stuff anymore. So, I don't know. Logan, I mean, here's why I don't get. So the Jonas Brothers, one of the things that they talked about, Big Time Rush talked about too, is that since they were on Nickelodeon and Disney, they were restricted creatively, which I do understand, because you can't really talk about adult topics. It has to be appropriate for children. But first of all, I don't think it'd be tough to get the rights of Big Time Rush to Nickelodeon, at least like currently, or at least license it out. I think that you could still be creatively independent at this point. I don't think you have to do the same stuff. I think that make a song that says the F word. Logan says that in every one of his new songs. Do that. With Big. I feel like if Big Time Rush came back, they would have the ability to make that creatively because they're no longer a Nickelodeon kids show. So that's what I want to happen. I don't want a Nickelodeon comeback. I want the music to come back. I want them to be creatively independent. I think that's the only way they do it. Maybe they just don't care. I'd like to see it come back. Logan, come on, man, please.